that Deshaun gets extra fired up during rivalry week, since a couple of years ago he had said he doesn't ever want to lose to South Carolina?
Yeah, he said that in high school, as a comment, and I guess that's one of those things people hang on to for life or something. But, he's only had one rivalry week. So, I think Deshaun's fired up every week. He wants to win them all. And I think he's won them all except one. He knows that this is a kind of a season of its own, just like the rest of our team. But he doesn't want to win this one any more than he wanted to win last week. And that's just the way it is. I want to win them all. I don't want to say, okay, well, I really want to win this game, but I kind of want to win this one. We just don't operate that way. We have some fans out there. We do have some fans out there. Boy, if you go 1-11, but win that right one, hey, I'm with you. No, you're not. No, you're not. From a coaching standpoint, we want to win them all. And same thing with our players. You work too hard, behind closed doors, and, when everybody else is kind of doing their own thing in life, but, we're preparing, and it's a lot of time and effort and energy to get ready, and the fun's in the winning. So, we don't want to lose to anybody. We want to beat them all.
In your attempt to compartmentalize everything and try to have a standard routine, I'm guessing that where you're sitting now on this platform, on this stage, that there's some probably additional demands on you personally. Are you finding it tougher to say no here in the last?
No. Very much easier to say no. Much easier. Yeah, that's Tim and I have that conversation. He's probably laughing over there. I can't see him. But no, I think this is, like I said, this is where there's certain things you have to do. That's just part of it. That's just part of your job. You have to, be the face and the voice and represent your brand. There's just certain obligations that have to be met. That's part of it. But I think having that structure right now is more important than ever. And having a plan and a systematic approach to how you do things and sticking to the fundamentals. I tell our team all the time, and it's a proven fact that in fact, Shannon Sharp, of all people, I'll give him credit for this, just sent me a text, a few weeks back, and he was just making a comment to me, and he's exactly right. Most accidents happen within 5 miles of the destination. And why is that? Well, you kind of get in that comfort zone. You relax a little bit. Maybe you're not quite as focused. You're driving with one hand instead of two, whatever. And I think that right now, our destination, we're almost to the end of the season here. And so we need to be very dialed in as much as ever, fundamentally, technically, how we practice, just taking pride in the little things and not overlooking anything. And not assuming anything, really going back and just, evaluating ourselves and just trying to sprint through the finish line, to be honest with you. So that's what we do. And it's the same thing from a coaching standpoint is, it's what I tell our players, let's keep our life simple. Let's keep the clutter out. Let's control what we control. Again, there are certain things that come with the territory, with being, a highly ranked team. That's just part of it. But managing that as a staff is very important. And so there's little things that we've done to kind of help keep our lives simple. And for me personally, you just no. That's what I tell Tim. No. Yeah, but no. And we just move on.
You mentioned your plan and managing things. In that 2 years away from football, did any of that, what you learned in the business world, carry over to running your program?
I think you learn from everything, and my 13 years at Alabama and being a part of that program in every facet of the program certainly helped shape my philosophies and how I deal with things. I learned a lot from the good. I learned a ton from the bad. I think that's kind of what life is. And but the 2 years the 2 seasons that I was out of coaching, I think the biggest thing there is it just made me a better coach and gave me a different perspective and a different appreciation for the opportunity that I have to coach and to be around young people. And the grind made me appreciate the grind a little bit more, those type of things. But I've learned from all of my experiences along the way. And just like, you guys with what y'all do, I mean, we got some gray-headed guys in here. You're probably a lot better now than maybe you were when 10 years ago, 20 years ago. And it's called experience. And you learn from every experience that you have, or at least you should. And I try to. But those 2 seasons were definitely great for me. Gave me an opportunity to go around and travel a little bit and study other people and see different things. Because like I said, all I knew was Alabama. And so it certainly made me a better coach.